Abid Rasool Khan of the Congress party. Mr. Khan, I don't know if you've heard Mulayam Singh Yadav's statement, but he seems to suggest that those who've been convicted in the gang rape case of Mumbai are bicharas and such mistakes are often made. And he's completely against the death row for rape convicts. Also says that when he comes into power, he's going to remove all these laws.
Actually, the statement in what context he has made and what was his opinion, I haven't discussed that and I haven't heard that, but based on the reviews I'm seeing on your channel, I would like to say it is very unfortunate then when we start questioning the law of the land, when we start questioning the verdicts of the court, and when we start questioning the protection that is provided to the women of this country. The women of this country definitely needs all the deterrent punishments possible to keep them protected and keep this respect going.
No, but Mr. Abid Rasool Khan, it is very well to condemn this, but when it comes to the Samajwadi Party, it is the Congress party which will be the first ones to shake hands with them if it makes political sense.
Congress has always stood by the principles that it will protect the laws of this country, it will protect and uphold the constitution of this country, without ever considering or without ever bargaining with anybody.
No, are you going to demand an apology from Samajwadi Party Chief Mulayam Singh Yadav? Is that what the Congress Party is going to demand? Yes. Is an apology enough? Secondly is my question.
My demanding an apology doesn't arise because this is a statement made by him to the country, not to the Congress Party, and the women of the country should react to this and ask him to apologize or
so you shouldn't, the Congress party shouldn't ask for an apology. Doesn't the Congress party represent the women of this country?
Yes, Congress party represents the women, it represents all the sections of this country, and it is our only party which represents all the sections of this country. But when a political leader makes a statement is intended for the citizens of this country, not to the people who are aligned with Congress. So it is a duty of all to ask him in what context he has made, and we will join in that context, and we will also ask him in what context he has made this.
What is the context? It's a very simple statement. If he's saying that rape victims are rape convicts rather are bicharas, I don't know what the misquoting in this particular statement can be. Kiran Bedi is also joining us on the phone line. Kiran Bedi, have you heard what Mulayam Singh Yadav has said? He has said that those who were convicted in the Mumbai gang rape case are bicharas and these mistakes often happen, and if he comes to power, all these rape laws will be completely changed.
So therefore, I do hope he doesn't come to power, because we don't need the country doesn't need such immature political leadership. If he's saying what you reportedly said, that such people hopefully should never come to power, otherwise the country will suffer.
He says that he will change all rape laws and all anti-dowry laws. Clearly, he's playing politics at the cost of the dignity of women.
I think he's showing his heightened immaturity, and I'm sure the voter will understand. Once the voter understands, probably he'll lose more votes. Because I don't think people of the country accept this kind of immaturity.
Kiran Bedi, former IPS officer, thank you so much for joining us. Coming back to you, Abid Rasool Khan, you were saying that the Congress party is going to condemn it. But do you think that Mulayam Singh Yadav has made this statement looking at a certain constituency, trying to appease a certain patriarchal, stereotypical kind of constituency?
It is like this. In this election, 2014, we have seen people making very, very dangerous statements, starting from communal statements, starting from statements pointed against a particular community. And it is only Congress party who is playing fair in this election.
You're only defending the Congress party, Mr. Khan. We also have Shaina NC of the BJP who's joining us. Shaina, you were with us on the phone line just a short while back. Before we go to the poll stories, this Mulayam Singh Yadav's comment is clearly not just shocking, not just ridiculous, but it also points to the lengths that politicians will go to use a political base or a political constituency and try and appease them for votes.
But I think, Maruk, this is way beyond appeasing people for votes. I mean, this is as regressive as it gets. You have a leader whose son is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, the highest number of atrocities against women. I'm not just talking about rape cases, but even in terms of domestic violence, etc., etc. And there you go out on this rampage with this hooliganism of yours, and you appeal to public that, you know, vote for us, and when we come to power, we will get rid of death sentence in rape cases. I mean, we're talking about the 21st century where women are at par with men, not to be viewed as objects.
But are you surprised? Here's a man who has opposed 33% reservation for women. Here's a man who's always opposed anything constructive or progressive being done for women. Are you at all surprised by his comment?
Genuinely, I am, because at election time, when you have a huge vote bank, which is women, please don't forget, every woman who's heard this statement would clearly not vote for a party that propagates, no fear of law and lawlessness. And I think that as a thinking voter, please understand that 45% of your electorate is below 35 years of age. And a lot of the voters who are first-time voters cannot subscribe to this kind of politics. And this is the reason why people are ashamed of calling him or herself a politician, because when you have statements like this given out, it generalizes as if to suggest that everyone comes from the same slot.
Abid Rasool Khan, do you think this comment is going to boomerang on the Samajwadi Party leader, or is this going to help him tide over, particularly in the kind of context that he has made the statement? Do you think this is going to boomerang on the Samajwadi Party leader?
Yes. It's, one thing is very clear. Any statement or any action of a political party should not be against the laws of the nation, should not be against our constitution. Whether it gets them votes or not, that's a very different issue. In this case, I feel that the women of this country would be hurt by this statement, and they would definitely do what is right in the context of the elections. Now, taking this opportunity of having Shana ji along with me on this channel and the subject being very relevant, I would like to ask, do you also condemn the 300 odd rapes which happened in Gujarat, and where the women were raped and all the rapists have gone scot-free without being punished, and the children being murdered? So do you also condemn that now at least, or do you still think that is a part of the game or the part of the life?
Shana?
Can I respond, please?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Again, tremendously regressive argument, which is to suggest that rapes happen on only one part of the country. If at all, I think you should do your fact-finding, sir, and find out which part of the country women are most safe, secure and economically empowered in. And I think you'd have your answers right there. I don't think we're generalizing or talking about rape in specific constituencies. We're talking about rape, period, which could happen in Uttar Pradesh, it could happen in Madhya Pradesh, it could happen in Himachal, it could happen in Kerala.
Honestly, I don't want this discussion to become a political battle.
I think the fact
I allow China to respond to it, Abid Rasool Khan, because you had asked a direct question and I wanted to give her an opportunity to answer that. But please remember, right now the story is about what Mulayam Singh Yadav has said. Let it not become a political battle between the Congress and the BJP. This is about women, whether they belong or follow the BJP or the Congress party. This is about a regressive kind of outlook which is going to affect each and every woman in this country.
Absolutely.
I just want to, on that note, take a short break here. Mulayam Singh Yadav, the story that we are following at this point, has made a ridiculous comment. Shana, go ahead.
I just want to make one generic point. It's not just about politicians from a particular party, it's about politicians per se. And we have seen regressive comments from the male folk in all parties. And I just think that this literally takes the cake to suggest that rapists should get away scot-free, there should be no fear of law, and there should be no respect to women. How can it get any worse? And I'm amazed that you have Mr. Khan, who even suggests that, do a comparison in states. Please, we're talking about the culprits being booked and they getting their due punishment in record stipulated time. And I think every mature political party has to agree on this.